All right. Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Roll with Advantage on this wonderful, wonderful Friday. Yes, we are playing today. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So, I know that Kayla and I, John and his wife, as well as Felicity and her partner, we're all going to be busy tomorrow. I don't know, if anybody else has any plans, but sadly we are going to be missing most of our people.
I was about to say I didn't feel like I needed to be called out like that, but
that's
thanks.
no. I said
thing to just isolate.
Whatever Ryan's got going on.
And Gemma's lives in the
All
future,
right.
so we're happy.
So yeah, we won't be playing tomorrow for that reason. So we are playing today. Sadly, John still couldn't make it today, but as long as we've got 4 of our 5 players, we push forward. So let's go ahead and dive in. As is tradition here on Roll with Advantage, it's not me that does the summary, it is Ryan. So Ryan, can you please tell us what happened last time in our last session?
Well, I'll tell you what I remembered at least.
That's the most I can ask for.
Fair enough. Act 2, Chapter 11, Unhallowed Grounds. The heirs make their way to the teleportation circle, but are stopped by one of Zephyros' soldiers who reports about an armored individual at the gates. They all move to investigate and find a dark-plated soldier wielding Dragon's Bane. With one strike, the soldier unleashes a devastating blast of magical energy, severing the protections that Zephyros' gate had, and allowing the cult to storm in. The heirs retreat with Zephyros, using the teleportation circle to flee to his villa. Before the magic takes place, though, that same soldier fires off another attack, badly damaging Zephyros' arm, though thankfully not killing the Dragonborn. Arriving at the villa, Merrick scouts ahead and finds the cult are waiting for Zephyros' return. As the heirs launch their attack, they soon discover that some of Roquette's pirates are among the cult. The enemies are slain, but one pirate is kept alive for Xanthi to question. They learn that Roquette has joined forces with the Shepherd, with her and most of her crew making their way to Solbreuve in order to launch a heist to steal a draconic lantern. Some were left behind here in order to capture Zephyros should he return. After gaining a bit more information, Xanthi executes the pirate. After a night of rest, the group makes their way to Solbreuve, traveling along the Knight's Road and seeing numerous shrines and items dedicated to various knights. They also come across one shrine in particular that has been vandalized with cruel words and black paint. The shrine belonged to Aurelius Blackflame. The story is told of a grand tournament of knights from Adaria, Solbreuve, and even the Nornathi participating. The prize of the tournament was I'm gonna butcher this pronunciation, the Roi de Soleil.
Yeah, that's good enough. And in an Adarian accent, that's good enough. Yeah.
Fair enough. It's my accent, Adarian. His daughter's hand in marriage, along with the greatsword used by many past heroes. Aurelius was already betrothed to the woman and vowed that he would win the tournament and prove his worth. Aurelius made it to the finals where he faced off against a Nornathi warrior. Despite losing to the Nornathi warrior, Aurelius couldn't stand the idea of the woman he loved being used like a bargaining chip. So when the Nornathi went to claim his prize, Aurelius stabbed him in the back and slew him. He was found guilty of murder and burned at the stake. Aurelius found this to be a just punishment. The group rides to Solbreuve in silence, the somber air of the story taking over. Meanwhile, back in Dragon's Rest, Talon and the Council speak of the need for a new treasurer to be officially appointed. Many names are suggested, but the Council argues against each one, and they seem to be going in circles around one another. They are interrupted when a messenger informs Talon that Solani Serpentbraid has arrived to speak with him. Talon dismisses the Council, suggesting a good night's rest to reflect on their options would be best. The conversation starts pleasant enough, discussing trade routes and guard patrols, wanting to find a morally and ethically good option for all involved. Before departing, though, Solani makes a request to discuss something personal, of Senwa and Talon's time in the Serpent's Grove together. She questions Talon as to why, if he was on a diplomatic mission, that something was stolen from Zazarus' tomb while he was there. Talon denies knowing anything about a stolen item, but Solani continues to press him, saying the wards of magic surrounding it were untouched until Talon arrived in the grove. Talon warns her against making an accusation against him and demands her to leave. She warns Talon that his children should know the truth of the shadows that he casts, warning him that the truth will come out one way or another. A look of genuine fear crosses Talon's face before she departs.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Hopefully everything's okay with
Show
that.
is.
All right. So, the only other thing that happened last session that is important to note is our group of adventurers leveled up to level 4. So, they go into this new city with a little bit more oomph behind their strikes. So let's go ahead and dive in. As reaching the end of the Knight's Road, it's only another hour or so until you eventually arrive in Solbreuve. You can see that you arrive here at midday. The sun just perfectly high in the sky. You see a city that gleams. I mean, that's the only word for it. You see white marble that catches the dying, this bright light and throws it back in these shades of green and gold. The buildings are so new here in Solbreuve. All clean lines, mathematical precision. 3-story townhomes and green-tiled roofs arranged in perfect roads. Boulevards wide enough to march an army down. Fountains visible from even the distance. Water arcing in this geometric perfection. You can even see there are these gas lamps that glow in the streets, casting these warm pools of light that all of you know holds back that coming darkness every night. The undead that batter against the northern gates. But above it all, the thing that is drawn to your attention, the focal point of this city, rising like a scar through this pristine beauty, is the Sanctum Depths. 5 stories of ancient black stone, weathered and covered in glowing protective runes. It predates everything around here easily by thousands of years. This supposed Tarkirian vault fortress the city was built around. I mean, the contrast is so incredibly jarring. There are these gleaming new constructions and this monument to a forgotten age. You can see that every moment that the sun ticks down and down and down, every minute that passes, there is a creeping fog to the north that gets closer and closer and closer. Eventually, as you arrive at those city gates, you can see the guards. They move with a very practiced efficiency, waving traffic through very quickly. They see your weapons, your arms and your armor, and they have you stop. One of the guards will say that whoever was at the front of the line, will say Xanthi and Merrick, you two sort of leading the line there. One of the guards will raise his gauntleted hand and say, "State your business. Why do you arrive armed to Solbreuve?"
Dangerous roads around here, after all. Would be irresponsible to be unprepared. Hopefully our need for them in the city, however, is, well, none.
In the city, you should be perfectly safe. But I recommend that you do not leave the city after nightfall. These gates, the northern gates, as well as the eastern and western gates, are all sealed. There is no leaving the city after nightfall. So if you have business here, I would suggest doing it before the sun sets, if you intend to leave tonight.
I
If
appreciate
not,
the warnings.
I recommend the Golden Lion Inn, looking all of you up and down, as most of you are wearing rather nice arms and armor. It would accommodate individuals of your status, I believe.
Thank you kindly.
Of course. Please. You may enter. Enjoy Solbreuve. And with that, all of you enter. So there are several key points of interest. The city, for one, is divided into 5 separate districts. There is the Radiant Core, which is where the Sanctum Depths is. There's the Scholars' Quarter. There is a Mercantile Terrace. There is the Laborer's Rise. And there's the burial approaches, which that is all the way to the far north. The entire north of the city is dedicated to temples and burial grounds and purification centers for people to be able to try and cleanse the undead that do pass through or are retrieved from beyond the wall. So those are the districts in terms of those key locations. There's the Sanctum Depths, so like I said. There is a museum of Tarkirian antiquities, things that are retrieved from north of the wall in those burial grounds. There is the Gilded Ledger. This is a private bank that is probably one of the most wealthy and prolific banks in this side of the world. I would say those of you that spent more time worrying about the clerical things related to the kingdom, there are a great many debts that are owed to the Gilded Ledger by the crown, but also a known place where not only can you buy or can you take out loans, can you exchange currencies, but there is it's known that you can purchase information there should you ever wish. The Golden Lion Inn is one of the most high-class establishments in the area. It is frequented mostly by the archaeologists that venture north. So they will have their mercenaries stay in the Brass Compass Inn, which is on the south side of the city in the Laborer's Rise, while they stay at the Golden Lion Inn. And then finally, there is the Temple of the Broken Blade. This is the northmost temple, and this is the temple that is responsible for arming the clerics that protect the city at night. So the Temple of the Broken Blade, the Brass Compass and Golden Lion Inn, the Gilded Ledger, the Museum of Tarkirian Antiquities, and the Sanctum Depths.
What was the name of the inn that Curly was at? Croquette? Oh my gosh.
The Golden Lion.
Golden Lion. Thank you. I couldn't remember which one it was.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So we probably don't want to stay there if that's where they're pulling up, right?
What do you mean? You don't want to get a room right next door?
That'd be a bold move, Cotton, but
I guess the question is, do we want to deal with the depths first before dealing with them? Or other way around?
well,
Because they're also planning
good
to
question.
get in there
Do the same
tomorrow
thing.
night.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
do
if
we
they're
want to
still
try
at the
to-
Golden Lion.
Sure.
That's true.
But I guess the question is, do we want to try to get the one up? Or are we trying to confront them while they're there as well?
I mean,
I do see the
I feel like we wouldn't want to be in the depths at the same time because neither party are meant to be there, and that could very quickly get all of us in trouble.
Sure. So what are we thinking tonight?
I mean,
Is that bold?
it's bold. I mean, we also don't have any knowledge or info about the Sanctum Depths. So, I mean, I do think it could behoove us to try and see if we can track Roquette's movements. Maybe either find a way to deal with them, or maybe just see what information they've gathered and see if we can come up with our own sort of a counter plan, or just steal their idea and execute it sooner somehow. Because if we just go straight up to the Sanctum Depths, like, we'd be going in completely blind.
Right. So where do we start, I guess, is the question.
We could try to do a little bit of sort of like for recon and see if we can find any of the Roquette pirates at the Golden Lion Inn.
Okay.
I don't know if we want
They
a
probably would
small group of
recognize
us or
Well, they'd only recognize the people who were
They
captured,
have
right?
all our descriptions though as well,
that's
because-
true.
Not if
the
I mask
pirates-
of many face.
and go in
That's
alone.
true.
Yeah.
didn't prepare invisibility. Just thought I would announce it. You know.
It's all right.
I mean, we could just go
but
in
Edwin has
straight
his cloak.
away.
We could take Edwin's cloak.
You mean mine?
Oh, I thought Edwin had it. You can turn invisible.
That's true. I can do
Then
that
why
now.
don't you do? Okay, so you two can go in, get a little info.
That's true.
We like that plan. We kind of
wouldn't-
like
yeah.
stroll up to do a little bit of like just intelligence, like what we can get out of them.
Yeah, I mean, I at least think getting an idea of like their numbers, or again, even if they're just still there or if they're not there, it's something.
I mean,
it's a start.
I'd imagine they're still there because that's where they're staying. I don't see why they'd move.
I would agree, but
And like we
Would be
already
nice to get
know
good
from
numbers.
the other person that there's like I think around like 7 or so of them.
Right.
I
But
will say,
if we can get like
you guys do have some information about the Sanctum Depths already because of the information that Elendara left behind for Xanthi. So there is information there.
But that's not so much how to get in, right? Like that's just like location stuff of like where the needle is, isn't it?
No, it's blueprints. It's blueprints and a few ways of maybe how to get in.
oh,
Oh, okay.
okay.
So how much does she actually know? Because like
So, reviewing the notes that she left behind, obviously you would have brought it with you. It could be crazy to leave it behind. You know, as you look through it, there are 3 areas that she kind of highlights that could lead into the Sanctum Depths. The problem is she's not sure if any of these pathways still exist. So when she was doing research, she believed that they probably are, but she's just not super sure. But there are 3 entrances that she was able to research and find that may or may not be real. One, in the Museum of Tarkirian Antiquities, there is a scholar's passage that was used by smugglers to, like, the scholars would work with these smugglers and they would sell books and items from the Museum of Antiquities, and they would smuggle them out that way. And there is a passage there that leads into one of the sublevels of the Sanctum Depths. The only problem is there are a lot of guards on those higher levels. There is the city's main sewer line. That's the next one. There is a maintenance access that was sealed magically. And that is in the Laborer's Rise, so you could go in through the sewers. And then finally, apparently, this is the one that she said was most confident would be accurate, like that it would work, but apparently there is a burial mound north of the city walls that apparently leads almost directly to that very bottom level of the Sanctum Depths where the Severing Needle is. You're unsure where the phylactery piece... No, you learned that last week. Yeah, it's on the same level as the Severing Needle. It's confined in a lead box. Or maybe you learned that session before from Zephyros.
did Grandma and Elendara mention which burial mound by chance? Because I imagine there's a lot north of the city.
Yes, it is marked as the Mound of the Ashen Crown. So you'd have to do a little searching for the burial mound, but it is marked.
Well, that seems like our safest bet, right, gang?
Yeah, and I mean, it's a good place to start, at least.
Okay. So we want to do... I mean, I guess during the daytime would be the best time to do that.
Yeah.
But we also
What time
can't
is
get out
it?
at night, / it's also just dangerous.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
so...
Well, it's still fairly early in the day because we took a long rest, woke up, and then came straight here, and it was only like an hour away from the villa, right? So I mean, we still
it was
have
a
a lot
half-
of daylight left.
No, it was a half day's ride from the villa.
It
It
was
was
a half
one
day,
It was
okay.
1 hour from Aurelius's shrine 2 here. So it was about a half
Got it,
day. So
okay.
it's probably, 2 o'clock right now.
And do we know how far out the Ashen Crown mound thingy is?
All of the mounds start about 3 hours away from the city.
Ooh.
So if we go now, get there around like
Yeah.
5.
I was going to say, we don't want to be getting there when it's dark.
What time is the sunset?
This time of year in this part of the world, when does it get dark?
Yeah.
Wintertime, days are shorter. Sadly,
Oh, yeah.
the Golden
Uh-oh.
Lion, the astrological star sign, it gets a little sleepy. Ajax gets a little sleepy this time of year, and he's not carrying the light for as long.
Okay, so that doesn't seem wise then. What if we did our little reconnaissance first, get a room at the Brass Compass? What was it called?
Yep. Brass compass.
Oh, proud of me for getting that one. Okay. Well, we go to the Golden Lion, do some reconnaissance, get a room at the Brass Compass, and then go to the mound first thing in the morning. Thoughts?
I think
That would leave us with like a half-day window to be able to stop them, though.
I just worry if we go out now, we just gotta be really confident that we can get to the mound before the lights gets dark. Do we
Wait,
want to
why
risk
does it
that?
matter
Do
if
we
it
feel-
gets dark? Technically, I know. Like,
Because there's going to be like a bunch of undead everywhere.
oh,
Yeah.
That's those like undead that were like slamming against the wall, and that like
Mm.
Yeah,
just
when you guys
continue
first got to
rise.
Solele, the ones that were pouring over the cliffside, that's the area that
Oh,
that you need to go
okay.
into.
Thanks for the reminder. That because at first I was like, well, stranger danger's bad and all, but I think we'll handle it.
no, they're
Okay.
just.
Why are we scared of the dark?
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
what do you
it's like,
think,
I guess
Jonesy?
one of two risks. Do we want to risk having to deal with the undead if we're not able to find this place, or do we want to have to risk a confrontation in the depths and screwing over our plan? So either dead or dead, which we like.
Thank you. I feel good about both those
Really?
options.
Really, really early. You know, like at the crack of dawn.
Well, when do the walls gates open up for the city?
At dawn.
Yeah, okay.
So we could leave
I guess
right
we
at
can do
dawn.
that.
Yeah.
Be right at dawn.
We
We
write
write
it
it
down.
down.
Yeah,
Sound the
I,
alarm.
I understand wanting to get there in a rush, but I think if we go too quickly, it just puts us into an even worse spot. So I'd rather deal with pirates than all the undead that are in that area. So
All right, so we're gonna go do a little reconnaissance, and then go to bed really early tonight, everybody.
Yeah,
So
really
we can wake
bedtime.
up really early to head out.
Yeah, because I think also, to be fair, we don't want to be scrolling around the town too much, just in case like one of the crew does recognize or hears word of us. So
yeah,
Show.
intel, lay low, get out.
Heard.
yeah,
Let's
I
go.
agree. No shopping episode. We just
No
everyone
shopping.
be quiet, lay low, don't make any
Yeah.
new friends.
Look what happened
No
to the
named
last shop
NPCs.
and keep- Yeah. So well, I guess. Sorry, that was words.
Damn, you rebooted there. That was crazy.
Sorry, I was thinking about like if Kaylin can use the Mask of Many Faces and Merrick can cloak, do Xanthi and Via
Yeah,
wanna
we'll go to the
check
bronze
in?
compass.
Yeah.
Is it bronze
okay with-
compass?
I said
Good
the
job.
same thing.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Look at that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good
so are we
because
with
I
that?
want to talk to Xanthi. Ooh,
Hey.
drama.
Drama,
Okay, well, I don't want to talk to you, so anyway, that doesn't happen.
It's gotta happen. It has to.
All right, that's what we're doing, Joe. Locked in.
All right, if that is the plan, then
Who is this? Oh,
Zephyr.
Zephyr
Who the
is
fuck else would it be, Felicity?
the guy who told
What,
you to kill
Edwin?
yourself
You think that was
in
Edwin?
I forgot what he sounded like. It's like, ooh.
Oh, so I'm forgettable.
It's
How
just
about you
Olin.
kill yourself?
It's because we missed a week.
No, we didn't.
Did we miss a week?
No.
This
We're
has been
actually
a long
playing
week
earlier
for
than we
you
normally
Yeah.
would.
guys. Oh my god.
It hasn't
my
even been a
gosh.
week.
I don't even know who I am anymore. Anyway.
That
Anyway.
was real bad, huh?
Zephyros will say, very well, if that's what all of you are going to do, I'd like to take these two with me to the Museum of Antiquities. There is an old compatriot of mine there that might be able to tell me a thing or two about the Sanctum Depths, so that way all of you have a bit better of an idea of what to expect when you get in there.
Perfect.
Torwin, looks to him and looks to all of you. Do I have to? But he'll just kind of, all right,
Good.
let's go. Zephyros grunts and then walks away.
Mm-hmm.
One less thing to worry about. All right.
One thing
Oh.
to worry about.
Since Thorn cannot go invisible, Merrick will have Thorn go with Via and Xanthi. That way, Thorn can also communicate with Merrick in case there's any sort of a danger.
Good call.
Oh boy.
Thorn looks to you and is like, do I have to?
Never mind. It's something
Merrick looks at Thorn.
right now. I want to get a chain collar for that shit.
A chain collar is crazy.
Those prong collars, you know.
Oh.
They don't sell those here.
Maybe
Where's
Thorn is
Blackfoot?
truly keeping closer to Edwin, probably.
Yeah. Even Edwin doesn't like the dragon very much.
Wait, really?
I thought that he was
Oh,
one of the.
man.
Didn't he vote to kill it also?
He ended up voting to keep it, although he said a lot against the dragons. I mean, he's very kind of I don't really know
I
his
feel like he's
position.
uncomfortably neutral.
Yeah.
I think
He
he'd rather
definitely
not be around, but he doesn't want to upset Merrick, so he's like,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
welcome.
he wants to kill it, but he's like, oh, that'd make Merrick really upset. Don't need to add to that list.
Mhm.
He's already on the list.
Don't need to make it worse.
That's why
All
I said add.
So
Wow.
you divvy up 4 and 2. Merrick and Kaylin head to the Golden Compass. Nope. The Golden Lion.
There
And Xanthi, Edwin, Via, and Thorn head to the Brass Compass. There we go. So we're going to start with Xanthi, Via, and Edwin, and Thorn heading to the Brass Compass. So you make your way through the various districts of the city. The Brass Compass is located on the edge of the Market District and the Workers District. So there is a lot of commerce, there is a lot of busybodies, there is a lot of back and forth. Midday, I mean, it's crazy out here. People shouting, peddling goods. Even as the snow is coming down, people are still hard at work out here in the Market District. I'm gonna go to this. This image has a little bit too much text on it for me to be comfortable, but lots of people, lots of lights, lots of stuff, lots of guards, lots of people. So you head to the Brass Compass. Now, as you arrive, the Brass Compass is a pretty rowdy tavern. It's frequented by, like I said, these expedition crews, mercenaries, and even tomb raiders, the people that go north of the wall very frequently. As the two of you head in, I'd like both of you to make a history check, just real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
21.
All right. So, as you all step in, the sound of the snow and of the town kind of fades away. And you can see, like I said, there's rowdy, there's a lot of business, there's a lot of stuff happening. And both of you, 10 was the DC, both of you recognize the individual behind the counter. Both of you had very passing interaction with this individual. But this person is somebody from Adaria. Neither one of you worked with him too closely, as this individual was one of Merrick's personal tutors, a shifter by the name of Alim. And you can see Shifter, you know, he has this bit of a rugged look to him, sort of sharp sideburns that come down to a point. You can see that his nails like file to these sharp points, and he seems to be at least some type of owner of this establishment, at least in part. And he's pouring people drinks, he's serving them, and he says, yes, 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 please enjoy that. That is a special Adarian import. Please, 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 please enjoy. Yes, you next. You two. Well, you three. Sorry, I didn't see the tall one in the back.
Via nervously looks to Xanthe because we definitely should not be addressed by our names.
Please, step forward. Step forward. Is there some type of drink I can fetch the three of you? Maybe a room, perhaps?
Yeah, a room would be excellent.
Fantastic. Here. How long do you think you'll be staying? He reaches to a wall behind him with a plethora of keys. How many rooms do you need?
Do we usually do girls and boys? So 2.
Probably 3, because we have like 5 of us plus 3.
Right. Okay.
So 2 rooms for us, 1 for the extras.
Yeah.
They can all bunk together, you know.
3 for just one night.
3 for one night. That'll be 30 gold.
Right. Pass it over.
Thank you. Please, let me walk you to your room. Show you where it's at.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Of course. Please, follow me. So, did you all just arrive in Solbreuve or decided to seek out different accommodations?
Just arrived.
Huh. Very interesting. Interesting times indeed. And he walks to the room. He unlocks one of the doors and opens it. You can give the rest of the individuals staying with you their keys when they arrive. And he kind of looks around. I don't mean to sound crude, but I recognize both of your smells. All of you.
Smells?
I think it's...
Whatever you smell, I assure you'd be wise to keep it to yourself. Yes?
Of course, I'm not an idiot. But you have to understand my surprise when the individuals such as yourselves arrive in this here establishment.
Via smells herself.
It's not a smell you can smell. Weren't you supposed to be the smart one?
Hey, I will ignore that.
I meant no offense. Well.
Okay.
Listen, your brother, the other one, I'm looking at one, is he with all of you as well?
Yeah, he'll be by shortly.
Good. It's been a while since I've seen him. Well, while you're here, is there anything that I should know? Is there anyone looking for all of you? If they come in, that I should give you a heads up about?
Yeah, anyone from Captain Roquette's crew or anyone that looks aligned?
Well,
don't give us that look. We know it's bad.
Keeping your nose out of trouble, that's good.
You are familiar.
Yes, I am. On my way over to Zalele from Adaria, ran into a bit of a scuffle with them. But...
And has they ever come in here?
Never Roquette herself, but a few of her crew have. I'll keep an eye out for them. And, There's a couple, stable boys of mine. I'll keep posted outside to let me know if they see them coming down the street. That way you all have a bit of a heads up.
Thank you. That's really appreciated. I'm sure Merrick will be happy to see you.
I hope so. Well, if anything changes, I suppose I'll let you know. And I'll get you something to hide the scent a little better.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Kind of gives one more concerned look and will head back downstairs.
Well, that was a surprise.
Unsure exactly why he's ended up in Solbreuve.
I am...
He'll probably tell Merrick.
Oh. Hopefully. Well, I think that, I suppose I need to take a bath then? I didn't realize I smelled as much as I did. I'll take Merrick and Ice Key.
Here you go.
Thank you. Thorn, would you like to stay in the room with me, or would you like to stay with them? Thorn looks at Edwin like, are you an idiot? And will say, if it's all right, I'd like to stay with you. Perfect. Of course it's all right. Of course. Of course. No problem at all. Please. He goes to the door and unlocks it and lets Thorn in. Goes in. All right. Edwin's done this session. There you go. So the two of you walk into your room.
Yeah, as they're like setting their stuff down and just kind of settling, be able to say, when we find this needle, it's yours, you know. I don't expect you to give that to me or use it on me. I think you should.
Suppose you are certainly right in that. It is mine. Then you've gone and got yourself all tangled up with dragons. And, well, be remiss to let go of an opportunity of at least preventing some of their power. You owe me, Octavia. Let that much be clear.
No, I'm gonna handle it. I can't...
You don't get to make that decision. You've proven yourself woefully inadequate of making such. If you wanted to handle it, if you wanted to do the right thing, you should have done it before you opened that book in the first place.
Then isn't it a bad choice for you to not take the severing needle for yourself? Isn't that also a misstep? Just
Not
take
in
it.
the same
Don't
way.
Want it, and I'll handle it. Okay?
You don't get to have this up for you. You heard what
Yes,
Zephyros
I
said. This
do.
is the only way that will be able to sever you from your pact. If that pact continues, the dragons will only grow in strength. That is something that none of us can abide to.
It doesn't solve it for Poppy or Isadora. So I choose which one of us gets to be removed from this curse. In that
It's
case,
not a
if it
choice.
is...
You would use it, Octavia, and that is final. Your friends have made their decision and they will live with it.
Well, then I'm not going with you guys. I'll just let you guys go get it yourselves.
Can you please not throw a tantrum over this, Octavia?
I'm trying
know
to
how
be
important
nice.
this is.
I'm trying to tell you that I'm going to figure it out, but you are just insisting on this being some sort of weird, power flex because I made a really bad decision. And I'm aware of that. More than anybody, I'm aware of that.
I fear you're not aware that there is no other option.
I know there's no other option. That's the point I'm trying to get at, Xanthi. Well, I know of the other options. So just take care of yourself, okay? And I'll take care of us three.
I already have another option as well, Octavia. The first option of being able to deal with the devil directly. But the Triarchy are bigger than a single devil. Dealing with them is our first priority as Adarians.
So what, we're just gonna sever my pact and then just let the other two happen?
It is an unfortunate consequence, yes, but having you free of it is more important, and I do hope you realize that.
I'm not leaving my friends with this.
Again, you do not have the choice, Octavia.
I know
I'm
what
sorry
I'm
you'll
going
have to
do.
say goodbye to your friends. I'm sorry that whatever the result of this pact will happen to them. But that is their decision, and it has been made.
I'm not going to use the needle.
You don't have to.
Well, I'm not
It
going to
takes
let
cleric's
you.
power to be able to use it. Neither of us can use it. It will be Edwin. Suppose if anything, you are to convince him.
That'll be easier than convincing you.
Well, you're free to try, I suppose. Is that all then?
I don't even know why I'm bothering with you. And she's just gonna like roll over and lay in her bed and block out Xanthi.
Okay. All right. So we cut away from the two of you. Going back out into the town and into the snow and the wind as we return to Kaylin and Merrick. So, the two of you go in the opposite direction. Instead of heading towards the mercantile district and the workers area, you end up going to the opposite side of town that is in between the scholars district and the burial approaches. Much more quiet, much more quaint. Well, quiet and affluential side of town. Go ahead and move you to the scholars district. So as you move into the Scholars District, you can see all of these three-story townhouses that have been converted into research facilities, private museums, and like academy salons, you know, where people can go in and they can talk and debate about great historical meaning behind the events of past ages. And this is where not only the Golden Lion Inn is at, but also the Museum of Tarkirian Antiquities. But you all are headed to the Golden Lion. Now, the Golden Lion is an upscale inn and restaurant that caters, like I said, to successful archaeologists, wealthy collectors, and visiting dignitaries. 3 stories, white marble, green tiled roof, and it features a gilded lion statue above its entrance. You can see the common room boasts these imported Elysian wines, gas lamp chandeliers, velvet seating. Guest rooms are spacious and well appointed. And as all of you begin to, right before you enter, for one, Kaylin, the visage that you decide to conjure with Mask of Many Faces.
I just found a cutie. I posted it in the chat. She's gonna go with a more I'd say like a middle-aged looking woman, human woman, with gray blonde hair, with these kind of like sharp features, trying to look like she has wisdom but also money at the same time. So like she is a visiting I don't know, merchant from Adaria. Sure, why not? I can still be from Adaria.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I'll keep her name.
And then, Merrick, you go invisible, sort of pulling the cloak up, saying the command word, and you disappear. However, as the two of you begin to, are walking up to the door to enter, Merrick, you do hear in your head, Merrick?
Yes?
There's a man at the tavern that we're at who knows you.
What, who?
He smelled the others. I think his name was Ilim.
Really? Huh. Is he good? Is everything fine?
It seems like he owns the place. He seems nice. He said he would keep an eye out for people that are part of Roquette's crew if they show up.
Man, it's the best tracker I ever worked with, so if he's keeping an eye out, you should be safe. Safer than you are without him, at the very least.
Okay.
You can trust him.
Okay. All right.
And all that's mental, obviously,
Yeah,
so
of course.
Merrick's not like talking out loud as he's
Yeah,
walking by people like, what the fuck?
A voice invisible.
Oh.
Okay. So, the two of you enter. Now, Kaylin, you are the only one that is visible. And this area is spacious enough, Merrick, where you're not like shoulder to shoulder with anybody at this point. The music in here is soft and light. And as you enter, Kaylin, you can see there is a woman sort of walking around, greeting people, talking to them, asking if they need anything else, sort of snapping to have servants attend to people. The proprietor of this establishment. And she sees you enter and says, "Well, hello there. Welcome to the Golden Lion. I am Madame Rosalie Beaumont. It is a great pleasure to make your acquaintance." And she will sort of give a slight bow to you. "Is there anything that I may help a lady find?"
Hello. I would actually love something to drink. Some type of tea would be wonderful, thank you.
"Yes, of course, of course. Please have a seat wherever you like, and I will have someone bring you this tea. Are you also looking for accommodations, my lady?" Sort of asking for a name.
Isla Garnett. And she holds her hand out to shake.
"Yes, of course, Lady Garnet."
I was just perusing around to see where I would lay my head for the night, and this place certainly seems like probably the finest establishment I'm gonna find around here. How much is it for a room?
For one room for one night?
Correct.
Well, here at the Golden Lion, it is full accommodation, so everything is included: your food, your drink, your room, a hot bath, as well as any other company that you may seek. It is all included. 100 gold per night. Per room. Per person.
Man. Kaylin is gonna pay it, so to not blow her cover, she will kind of dig in her coin purse and produce 100 gold.
Very good. Very good. Well, I will have someone bring you that tea, and if there's anything you need, you will find a bell at the table. Ring that, and someone will come and tend to you. If you need anything, well, anything that might need to be curated, you can head just up those stairs. My office is behind those doors at the very top. Feel free to come speak with me anytime, Lady Garnet.
I do have a question actually before you leave.
Of course.
On my way here, I was having some trouble. I didn't realize that there were just so many, I guess, pirate threat in this area. How safe am I here?
Here
You
you
see,
are.
I am a merchant and I am traveling, trying to make deals, and I don't feel comfortable if I don't feel as though I am safe. Again, my troubles on the way here were unacceptable, really.
Yes. Do not worry. You are very safe here, my lady. And she kind of gestures around, and you can see the servants. You hadn't really noticed it before, but the servants, they all kind of have a bit of a glow to them. Not in like a, oh my god, you're glowing, but in this like magical under layer to their skin. There's just this light that emanates from that and from their eyes. You recognize the same type of creature, I suppose, entity that House Emberlin had as their main servant, the main servant of their house, a Centaur. So these sort of like amalgamations of flesh and magic sort of brought together. And on top of that, you notice that in the corners of each one of this room, there are these large gilded lions that sort of stand on their hind legs roaring. And as you look closer, you can see that there are like mechanical cogs that you can just barely see behind interconnecting plates. It seems as though these are creatures that can be animated to fight. I promise
lovely.
you are very safe here.
Well, thank you. That brings me a little bit of peace.
Yes. But, it is a shame that a woman as fine as yourself would be accosted by such pirates. I find that, when you have what they desire, they are very easy to work with. But know that a hair on your head will not be harmed while you are here or while you are in Solbreuve.
Well, I never said I was opposed to working with those who could benefit me. She kind of like throws her a sly smile and a little bit of a wink.
Yes.
Of course, I have to make sure I am in the right company. I'm sure you would agree.
Absolutely. It is important that those we work with are individuals we believe we can trust.
And let's say a woman of my stature was looking for individuals who could, say, serve as protection or information about the city. Where would I find people like that?
Good service protection. Do you mean to traverse outside the walls, or for your voyage back home?
I haven't decided yet.
I know it is not good business to undersell or to sell out to my competitors, but the Brass Compass Inn is where you would want to go if you are seeking individuals who are accustomed to traversing north of the wall. In terms of your voyage back home, well, there were guests staying with me. Sadly, they have departed already. Apparently, they found better accommodations within the city.
Well, what's better than being here? I thought this was the end-all be-all.
For those traveling without affluent friends in the city, yes. Apparently, I misjudged them. Affluent friends were apparently something they had.
Oh, where did they end up?
You must understand that I wish to preserve the privacy of my clientele.
Sure. It's just, if they're leaving, surely there had to be a reason.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, I don't really know what I'm getting out of this lady, but I'm trying. Not great. 9,
Ooh, 9.
which is sad.
Mm. So, with a 9, she kind of looks to you and says,
Was she rolling a insight check on her? Or
That was
persuasion.
persuasion.
oh, okay. So she wasn't. Didn't have anything to roll on her behalf.
Correct, yeah.
I appreciate
Okay,
you.
never mind. I'm like, maybe I can fortune. Oh wait, I'm too far away. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Anyway.
Feel a disturbance. Yeah, sorry. She looks at you and says, I am flattered by your desire to learn more, but as I said, the clientele I have, I prefer to keep their movements and their secrets their own.
Yeah, Kaylin just smiles. She's not really sure where to start here, so she's just gonna kind of let this conversation fizzle for now.
Okay. All right. So
I don't know if she got much out of that, but
with that, she will give a nod and she will leave. And later on, your tea will be brought to you. It is tea you are not sure imported from where, but it has this incredibly soothing effect on your nose and throat. I mean, it is so incredibly warming and soothing and sweet. But just this like very subtle hint of sweet. It's very good tea.
cool. Kaylin would sit in a spot where, anywhere that's not as well lit and not with a lot of people, so that way she can talk to Merrick without looking like a crazy person.
Yeah. Find a little booth that has a little bit more privacy.
Yeah. And obviously she's whispering during this. She's gonna say, all right, well, I don't know if that really gave us anything. Thoughts, ideas, where we should begin here?
It's possible the pirates were here. It could be that they're the ones that had more affluent friends in the city that she was talking about. Perhaps the shepherd opened up connections of some kind.
But how would we find out where they went? She didn't seem too willing to share.
That I do not know. Which I am concerned about. I don't know what their plan to get into the Sanctum Depths is exactly, but if there's someone high up in the city that could beat this place, kind of looking around, they might have an easier way to get into there than we think.
Well, is it even worth our time being here then?
That I do not know, but it was still gathering information. I'm still glad we did it.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could take a look around upstairs and I could look for my room and just kind of nosy around.
Since we're here, I don't see any harm in it.
Alright. Kaylin will down the rest of her tea like a shot. And then, I guess, kind of go as if she's going to find her room.
Okay. Yeah. So as you get up and you begin to walk up the stairs, one of the servants, the centaur, approach and say, "Excuse me, madame. Would you like help finding your accommodations?"
Oh, I think I can manage, but thank you.
Of course. Well, if there is anything you need, please do not hesitate to ask. It is my
Of course.
prime directive to help you in whatever way that may be.
Sure, thank you.
And she'll
Kaylin
nod
shudders.
and turn away.
Walks away.
All right.
I'm not a fan. Alright. Yeah, so she's gonna, I assume the rooms themselves are on another floor, so she's just gonna kind of, as if she's searching for her room. and
Mhm.
as casually as possible, just kind of walk around the area, just kind of keeping an ear out.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
I shall.
Just looking around, seeing if you see anything.
Did I roll a 3 again? That's a weird number to roll twice in a row.
Damn. 369. There you go.
Just progressively getting worse. Love it.
So, looking around, trying to listen, walking along the upper terrace of this establishment, you overhear a few conversations from down below. It seems like most people are speaking pretty quiet to avoid, being heard
Sure.
via earshot. But most of the stuff that you do hear is people just talking about, trade deals or, things that are of interest to them, people leaving the city, people coming into the city. I would say the only thing that you hear of any interest is one of the merchants in this establishment mentions that they have a meeting later this evening with Zaid ibn Lucien, who is the High Link Master of the Desert Reaches. He just arrived yesterday. And he'll be staying in Solbreuve for some time. This was the...
Can I get that name?
Yeah.
In the chat.
This was the man that Xanthi talked to at the Gilded Chrysalis. The one who tried to recruit her to steal Zephyros and bring him here.
And he's going to be arriving where?
He is currently at his estate, and he just arrived yesterday.
Okay.
His estate is in the city.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, well. I mean, if that's really all she's getting, she's not going to linger too long. I guess she'll make it to her room eventually, I suppose.
As you do, it is a majesty unlike anything you've seen outside of Crown's Rest, outside of the keep. It's incredibly nice. The velvet sheets, the silk sheets, the feather stuffed pillows, the velvet furniture.
Velvet sheets would be crazy.
Yeah, velvet sheets would
That's
be
hot.
a
It's
sensory
sweaty.
nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a very nice place. You can see incense burning in the room. It smells delightful. This like warm cinnamon flavor.
Yeah, she'll look around. She'll put her ear against the wall to see who's next door. And as she's doing it, she's gonna say to Merrick, "Well, I don't know if Edwin will be too happy that I spent 100 gold on this, but and then
Sometimes you just have to shoot your shot.
Okay.
How long have we been here?
Here about an hour.
Okay. So Kayla, do you feel like Kaylin's kind of done everything that she can or wants to here?
Yeah, she's feeling out of options. She's not really sure what she's even looking for, and she's not
Okay.
really picking up on any trails. So, all you, buddy.
Yeah, Merrick's gonna suggest that she just stays. This is gonna suck a little bit. It'd be a weird conversation in real life because it's just a game. It's gonna be easier. But he's gonna recommend you stay in the room for an hour. He'll use a second charge on the cloak to go invisible again and just see if maybe he can gather maybe something a little bit easier than you could, since people are whispering. But if he can get kind of right there, maybe he'll pick up something a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just since we're here, we might as well just kind of make the attempt,
For sure.
So I'll mark off 2 charges on the cloak. 1 for what we just did, and then re-upping. And then, yeah, Merrick will
Someone's gotta
head
get
out
something.
her... Oop. What?
I said someone's got to get something.
Yeah, so Merrick's going to see if he can kind of move around and see if he can get any information that Kaylin couldn't, since he can be literally invisible.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check with advantage since you can get pretty close to the tables without people noticing.
All right. Wow, that sucks.
Damn.
We're gonna get nothing here.
I'm telling you, the threes. The curse.
So, as you approach several of the tables, Merrick, you hear people talking about things that aren't like high priority. They're talking about trade deals. It's very similar to what Kaylin heard. However, as you're sort of about to give up and go back to the room, the final thing you hear stopping at the last table is there is a Elysian merchant here speaking with maybe one of his partners, perhaps. And you can see he just leans over the table and sort of looks around. And you think he looks right at you, but then turns back to his companion at the table and says, I just have to tell you, I am so relieved that those pirates aren't here anymore. I don't know why they were allowed to stay here in the first place. But it's wrong, right? It is. It's very wrong. I have a hard time believing that they paid for those rooms with money that they earned fairly. Well, we're not exactly paying with money we earn fairly. As they laugh. And then finally say, yes, but from what I hear, their accommodations now are, let's say they were noticed. Very much so. As they kind of lean back and resign themselves.
All right. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go get Kaelin before the spell wears out, since Merrick can't walk out of this building since he never really walked into it.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah, and basically just kind of report that he didn't learn anything new, and they should just get out of here before they draw unwanted attention.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, Kaylin will roughly up the bed like she took a nap. Make the room look used, and then she's gonna go. She's allowed to leave the room.
Yeah, of course. So, Kaylin, you leave the room and you prepare to leave the establishment. And from the upper terrace, you hear Madame Rosalie Beaumont say, "Ah, Lady Garnet, you are leaving us so soon?"
Oh, I thought I would go and explore the city a bit. It's a shame. It's beautiful. And my first time, I figured I might as well take it as much as I can.
Yes, absolutely, of course. You should see if they are still doing tours for the sanctum. The upper levels, they allow individuals to explore freely. It's just the lower levels that are forbidden. But perhaps it is a great way to learn something about the history of not just our people, but your people as well. It is said that the Adarians are descendants of both those of Takir and other nations that existed in that time.
How does one get a tour of these lower levels? That seems to be where it's most exciting.
Sadly, there is no one permitted in the lower levels aside from those of the clergy, those who serve the Temple of the Broken Blade or the Temple of the Flame.
Oh, and why is that exactly? Forgive me, again, I don't know much. I feel like I've learned a lot in the last 24 hours. Is it like a sacred burial ground in particular, or?
Within the Sanctum depths, there are some of the most valuable artifacts from the previous age, and some of the most powerful ones as well. It is said that in the deeper levels of the vaults there are weapons that could level cities there, and so keeping them safe is of the highest priority of the clerics. And, well, of all people in Solbreuve.
See? Well, I guess that explains the lack of tours then.
Yes.
I just might take you up on that, though. I appreciate it.
Of course. Well, enjoy the city, and we look forward to seeing you return to us this evening.
And Kaelin smiles, waves a hand, and
She'll give
turns
a
to leave.
slight bow of her head, and you head out. And I'm assuming the two of you head back to
Yeah,
the
they try to come back.
head to the Brass Compass Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So the two of you make your way back, crossing the city. At this point, the sun is beginning to set. It's probably 5, 6 o'clock at this point. The gates will close in an hour or so, and they will be sealed shut. And the undead will slam against the gate as they have every night for as long as artifacts have been within the sanctum depths. So we will go ahead and move back to the market. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick break there just so I can fill up my water, but we will be right back. So thanks for watching so far. Be sure to stick around, and like I said, we'll be right back. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Sorry. He's gonna start picking the produce up, putting it onto the.
Well, that has been in the snow. You're going to have to pay for that.
Looks to Caitlin.
I'm so sorry. Sometimes, his old eyes and the light, he just doesn't see and look in front of him very well. I will take care of that. Yes, I'm so sorry. We'll get you home, brother. I know.
Can you
dear
please
brother.
just pay me for the
Here.
produce he has ruined?
Kaelin will give the man 2 platinum.
Thank you. Please have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, you as well.
you.
Sorry everyone, the shop is closed for the rest of the day. Tink, tink.
But for anyone else who wanted produce, Edwin just goes.
Produce was middle of winter. Constitution, DC 13, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a failure. Warped.
Fuck yeah. Get in that plane. There we go. And he
Okay.
is going to start creeping backwards further into the woods.
No one even sees Via. She's just like.
All right, and then Kaylin, you were gonna do something.
I was just going to shoot a, what the fuck do I shoot?
Eldritch Blast.
The actual fuck.
And then I did get a 1.
There ain't no way.
What the hell? Sound is constantly happening. I think I'm being shot in the face.
I cannot believe.
She was gonna eat shit, but Kaylin's too good. Like,
Oh.
Elemental. What is the word? Not incarcerations, not incantations, not apparitions. No.
Can you describe the word you're looking for?
Yeah.
Manifestations. There we go.
Yep, that's the word.
Yep.
That's the one.
It's on tip of my tongue. That's okay. Here, I'll go get that piece.
Oh, I'm already halfway down the stairs.
Just use your portent, Felicity. Just use
Oh, true.
portent.
No, not
That'd be
for
funny.
him.
What do you
Because then he
mean?
definitely would recognize us.
He's not
I know, but I only have an
Oh,
18 and a
thanks.
14.
It's the only thing
I
I
was about to say,
had.
like,
It's
get
the
it on
only
there
thing I
and
had
don't
to cover
bother.
up my camera.
I feel violated.
everything. I'm getting smothered to death right now.
Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. I wanted to hold this up here for when Caleb comes in.
Why does it have to be so bad?
I already danced in the
Stop making
background, but I don't think anybody
Why
saw
are you
me.
so shaky? Like, why is it all over the
He's
place?
nervous to see Kayla again.
It's making me
I always-
anxious seeing it move so much.
I always get anxious when I see my wife. I want her to think I'm a cool guy.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's because she asked you to take out the trash, and you're like, did I?
There's one more thing. Disconnected. No.
I will say, from the other side of the door, any of you that were like coming out to check, the only thing you heard as you like moved towards the door was Kaylin and Samson squeaking. Kaylin was speaking ferret, not the other way around.
Well, then she'll come in.
Family.
Heavy sleeper. It's totally Kaylin. Same name as your character. Who the fuck came up with
They're not even the same. Learn how to speak, Gemma.
I can't.
Love ya.
Okay.
Can't speak right. She has one more.
It makes her have a lisp, just like a missing
Part
tooth.
of her brain broke off in that horn, you know?
Damn, that's crazy. Can you imagine? Why is your brain horn shaped?
I'm not God, I don't know.
Really funny.
That was really funny.
Like,
All right. So,
There's no shopping to be had this evening.
okay.
Long story short.
Sorry. He's gonna start picking the produce up, putting it onto the.
Well, that has been in the store. You're going to have to pay for that.
Looks to Caleb.
I'm so sorry. Sometimes, you know, his old eyes and the light, he just doesn't see and look in front of him very well. I will take care of that. Yes, I'm so sorry. We'll get you home, brother. I know. I
Can
know,
you
dear
please
brother.
just pay me for the
Here,
produce he has ruined?
Kaylin will give the man 2 platinum.
Thank you. Please have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You as well.
you.
Sorry everyone, this shop is closed for the rest of the day. Tink, tink.
Luck for anyone else who wanted produce. Edwin just goes.
Produce was the whole winter. Constitution, DC 13, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a failure. Warped.
Fuck yeah. Get in that place. There we go. And
Okay.
he is going to start creeping backwards further into the woods.
No one even sees you yet. She's just like.
All right, and then Kaylin, you were gonna do something.
I was just going to shoot a what the fuck do I shoot?
Eldritch Blast.
Actual fuck.
And then I did get a 1.
there ain't no way!
What the hell? Sound is constantly happening. I feel like I'm being shot in the face.
I cannot believe.
She was gonna eat shit, but Kaylin's too good. Like,
That's incredible. Elemental. What is the word I'm totally blanking on? The word, not incarcerations, not incantations, not apparitions. No.
Can you describe the word you're looking for?
Yeah.
Manifestations. There we go.
Yep, that's the word.
Yep.
That's the one.
On tip of my tongue. Nah, it's okay. Here, I'll go get my dice.
Nope, I'm already halfway down the stairs.
Just use your portent, Felicity. Just use
Oh, true.
portent.
No, not
That'd
for
be
him.
funny. What do you
Because then he
mean?
definitely would recognize us.
He's gonna recognize us.
I know, but I only have an 18 and a 14.
It's the only thing
I
I
was about to say,
had.
like,
It's
get
the
it
only
on
thing
there,
I had
don't
to cover
bother.
on my camera.
I feel violated.
Everything. I feel like I'm being smothered to death right now.
Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. I wanted to hold this up here for when Caleb comes in.
Why does it have to be so bad?
I already danced in the
Something.
background. I don't think anybody's.
Why are you so shaky? Like, why is it all over the
He's
place?
nervous to see Kayla again.
It's making me
I
anxious
always-
seeing it move so much.
I always get anxious when I see my wife. I want her to think
Oh.
I'm a cool guy.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's because she asked you to take out the trash and you're like, did I?
There's one more thing. Disconnected.
I will say, from the other side of the door, any of you that were like coming out to check, the only thing you heard as you like moved towards the door was Kaylin and Samson squeaking. Kaylin was speaking ferret, not the other way around.
Well, then she'll come in.
Family.
Heavy sleeper. It's totally Kaylin. Same name as your character. The fuck came up with
They're not even the same. Learn how to speak, Gemma. Love ya.
Okay.
Can't speak French.
It makes her have a lisp. It's like a missing tooth.
Her brain broke off in that horn, you know?
Damn, that's crazy. Can you imagine? Why is your brain horn shaped?
I'm not God, I don't know.
All
right. So,
there's no shopping to be had this evening.
okay.
Long story short.
Sorry. He's gonna start picking the produce up, putting it onto the.
Well, that has been in the snow. You're going to have to pay for that.
Looks to Kayla.
I'm so sorry. Sometimes, you know, his old eyes and the light, he just doesn't see and look in front of him very well. I will take care of that. Yes, I'm so sorry. We'll get you home, brother. I know.
Can you please just pay me for the
Sure.
produce he has ruined?
Kaylin will give the man 2 platinum.
Thank you. Please have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You as well.
Sorry, everyone. The shop is closed for the rest of the day. Tink, tink.
Luck for anyone else who wanted produce. Edwin just goes.
Produce was middle of winter. Constitution, DC 13, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a failure. Warped.
Fuck yeah. Get in that plane. There we go. And he
Okay.
is going to start creeping backwards further into the woods.
No one even sees me. She's just like.
All right, and then Kaylin, you were gonna do something.
I was just going to shoot a what the fuck do I shoot?
Eldritch Blast.
The actual fuck.
And then I did get a 1.
There ain't no way!
What the hell? Sound is constantly happening. I feel like I'm being shot in the face.
I cannot believe.
She was gonna eat shit, but Kaylin's too good. Like,
Elemental. What is the word I'm totally looking for? The word, not incarcerations, not incantations, not apparitions. No.
Can you describe the word you're looking for?
Yeah.
Manifestations. There we go.
Yep, that's the word.
Yep.
That's the one.
On tip of my tongue. Nah, it's okay. Here, I'll go get my niece.
Oh, I'm already halfway down the stairs.
Just use your portent, Felicity. Just use
Oh,
portent.
true. No, not
That'd be
for
funny.
him.
What do you
Because then he
mean?
definitely would recognize us.
He's gonna recognize
I know, but I only have an 18 and a 14.
It's the only thing
I
I
was about to say,
had.
like,
It's
get
the
it
only
on
thing
there,
I had
don't
to cover
bother.
up my camera.
I feel violated.
Everyone. Like being smothered to death, you know?
Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. I wanted to hold this up here for when Caleb comes.
Why does it have to be so bad?
I already danced in the
So
background. I don't think anybody's.
Why are you so shaky? Like, why is it all over me?
He's nervous to see Kayla again.
It's making me
I
anxious
always-
seeing it move so much.
I always get anxious when I see my wife. I want her to think I'm a cool guy.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's because she asked you to take out the trash. You're like, did I?
There's one more thing. I'm disconnected.
I will say, from the other side of the door, any of you that were like coming out to check, the only thing you heard as you like moved towards the door was Kaylin and Samson squeaking. Kaylin was speaking ferret, not the other way around.
Oh. Well, then she'll come in.
Family.
Heavy sleeper. It's totally Kaylin. Same name as your character.
Hello there, everybody. We are back, dude. Let's go ahead and dive in. So, picking up where we left off, our group of adventurers, the King's Hand, had done some preliminary investigation in the city of Solbreuve. Merrick and Kaylin went to the Golden Lion Inn, and they tried to find some information in regards to Captain Roquette and her crew, and the most they seemed to collect was that there was a pirate crew staying here that seemed to have been spirited away, so to speak, by somebody wealthy or somebody affluent. Now, this person may or may not be Zaid ibn Lucien, the High Link Master of the desert region of Solele, but there was no real confirmation about that. Just that there's somebody wealthy and affluent who was interested in Captain Roquette and her crew. On the other side of the city, Via, Edwin, and Xanthi, as well as Thorn, go and investigate the Brass Compass Inn. Here they find a pseudo-familiar face, that of Elim, a sort of teacher of Merrick when he was younger, one who left the kingdom very early on in Merrick's teachings. But still, the time they spent together, Merrick did learn a lot. On top of that, Elim, recognizing the smells of the airs, informed them that he would try and keep an eye out for any of Captain Roquette's crew if they do approach. And after that, after they receive their rooms, Xanthi and Via have a very brief conversation about what to do with the severing needle. Xanthi is staunchly for Via using it for herself, regardless of Xanthi's personal aspirations for it. Via is the one who got herself in this situation, and somebody else needs to save her. Via staunchly against it. That was supposed to be for Xanthi. It's not for her. She'll figure out a way because she doesn't want to doom her friends. They don't settle on what to do. In fact, they leave it to Edwin, apparently, as his burden to bear is who to use the severing needle on. So that'll be something we'll have to figure out next time. As we dive back in, we pick up as Kaylin and Merrick arrive in the market district and eventually arrive in the Brass Compass Inn. So, as all of you enter, or the two of you enter, I should say, the inn is rowdy, it is warm, and there is immediately, as the two of you enter, you can see standing behind the counter, was just polishing a glass, sort of looks up immediately. Hello there! Is there anything I can help the two of you find? Please, please, come up.
Merrick leans in, because I don't know if Kaylin met this guy or not. He's a friend.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. And he'll just say that as he walks forward.
It has been quite some time. And he'll just sort of grab a cup and pour you a drink without, asking. And for you, my lady, a drink?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Your companions have already arrived. I'll take you up to the room they're currently staying in. There was a third room. Those individuals have not arrived yet.
Would you let us know? Would you let me know when they do?
Of course. Will do.
Thank you.
And with that, he'll lead the two of you upstairs, and there's a knock on your door, Via and Xanthi, as you hear Elim say, Your companions have arrived. I think one of them is looking for the key to his room.
Is Xanthe gonna answer it?
And Xanthe, you
Also,
see,
I guess.
yeah, Kaylin and Merrick there.
Yeah, kind of letting them come in, assuming they have information to share.
well,
sorry to disappoint. No, I know.
You always do. It's fine.
True.
Story of my life.
And before the two of you head in, Merrick, Elim will kind of grab your arm and say, after you get done here, come downstairs. I'd like to have a drink with you.
I'll be right down. This won't take long.
All right. And he'll head downstairs. Opening his door, Edwin will come out. Thorn will immediately run out and, like, jump on you, Merrick. Like, oh, thank you. You're here. Thank you.
It was so awkward. We didn't say anything for 2 hours.
He just kept muttering to himself. I did not. I muttered a few times. Whatever. And he'll walk into the room with the rest of you. As you all enter, you can hear the raucous cheers down below fade as the door shuts behind you.
Yay!
The musicians are good.
Elim's back. Yay! The drinks.
So, with that, all of you... Okay. You head inside the
Give
room.
them all of our information.
Yeah, shut the door and begin
all
talking.
of it. All that information we collected.
What do we do after the first minute, though, Kayla?
Let's, we look at them expectantly. What did you guys find, is what we say.
We weren't the
No,
ones
but-
looking for information.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, well, nobody was talking. Everybody was
However-
very hush-hush.
It would be reasonable to assume that they are staying with the Link Master.
Agreed.
If you're able to find where his estate is, perhaps that is small, fruitful grounds for finding information.
Well, that is a start. Maybe we can start asking around here, but I don't know how much more we're going to get out of anyone over there.
Honestly, at this point, I think sticking with our plan of just leaving the moment the gates are open and just trying to beat them to it is our best bet.
I agree. And knowing that with having such a, I guess, wealthy partner now, we don't really know what to expect when we get there.
Is a tour out of the question?
You want to go on the tour?
I don't know. I
One would assume that, given how eager certain individuals would be to get to the more restricted areas, that they would have quite the guard for the tours. Precautions against people slipping out when they're not meant to.
It's true. I was just I thought it would be interesting. I mean, what if they have artifacts
Sightseeing.
about Palor? That could help with the needle, perhaps.
Do the tours run this late? We won't have time to do it tomorrow.
Fine.
Sorry, Edward.
It's all right. Whatever all of you want to do, that's what we'll do.
Well, I think our next step is just to get some sleep and we head out in the morning.
Suppose we also do not know what the others will find out as well. Could
That's true.
change things.
So after, this back and forth for maybe 30 minutes, just a little bit of time to talk about everything that you had seen, everything that happened. There is another knock on your door and you hear muffled behind it. 3 more have arrived. They, just open the door already. And he's gonna, you hear Zephyros try and grab the handle. Could you please unlock this damn door already?
We unlock the door.
Thank you. Godspeed. Good. Could move a little slower, couldn't you? Well, come on, don't sit slack-jawed at the threshold. Come in. You can see the two. They walk in.
I hope that you had better luck than we did.
Better luck than
Did
you
you say
did.
you're cold?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
It was gonna be making snide remarks, but it's fine.
I'm sorry.
You
Yes, better luck than we did. We didn't get much.
Of course. Of course, of course, of course. Tell me, aside from scaling cliffside walls, is there anything that any of you excel at?
Excuse me, we worked out. We went, we asked our questions, we sniffed out around rooms, we listened in. What do you want us to do? Go up and ask?
So,
Was he being sarcastic, or was he genuinely asking what our skill sets were?
genuinely,
I was about to say, I think that was a genuine question.
Oh, well, I don't fucking know. That came off snarky. This man talks in snark.
It is hard to tell.
You're not
It's-
wrong. It
it's-
just sounds snarky.
it's
I
both.
thought he was
No, it's
being an
definitely
asshole.
both. No, he's being a dick, but he's like genuinely curious. What are you supposed to be good at? So he says,
Well,
So
gee,
tell me.
thanks.
tell me, I gave you a cloak of invisibility. You have it on right now, I can tell. You didn't think to go into the headmistress's room with that invisibility and see if there was any writings or anything that she had, notations about where these pirates could have gone? Slip your mind, did it?
Suppose so.
Ah, yes. Well, not a problem. It's your sister's life, not mine, that's on the line. Sorry. Well, while all of you were collecting very valuable
thanks.
information, when you all arrived, the main area you planned to go through was the Mound of the Ashen Crown, outside of the city, correct?
Correct.
Well, from what I can read in the records, it seems as though there might be some truth to that passageway. Some of the tombs are known to be connected to the vault in one way or another. Apparently, some of these tombs were lodgings at one point in time, and they had just been retrofitted into tombs for all the dead. However, some of the notation about the Mound of the Ashen Crown is that there was part of it that was sealed externally with stone and wards after researchers encountered many hostile entities, many hostile undead entities. It's dangerous, but if your blueprints match up, you'd be able to completely subvert the main security of the tower. So, seems as though whoever gave you those notations knew what they were doing. But there should definitely be resistance expected.
Right.
Is that all you were able to gather then?
Well, there were some other specifics about items that are rumored to be in the vault. There's no public accounting of what items are there, but it seems as though this phylactery piece that the cult is hoping to gather and the severing needle are rather close to each other. They're both in the one of the northernmost wings. You'll have to navigate through some of the vault, but From where you enter, it should hopefully be a straight shot all the way across the ground level. And you should hopefully see it. Hopefully. The only other thing that I have to share is that apparently there have been some reports that the undead simply don't cease to exist during the daytime. It's the sun that scorches them. So when you descend underground, I don't know if I would trust any skeleton that you come across.
Understood. I guess we have our plan. Is there
This does
anything else?
raise one question. Are you going to be accompanying us, Zephyros, or will you remain in the city?
I will not be going into the Shattered Sanctum. No. No. I'm more than happy to stay here and provide information to you, but, and you can see, arm still withered slightly, and even the sort of indentation of his chest, almost concave from where the sword made contact. I'm going to need some more time before I'm anything close to battle ready. But it seems as though that man downstairs seems to be friendly with all of you, so I should be safe here. I know that it's difficult. And I should not have been so cruel. I'm not sorry, but I should not have been so cruel.
So cruel.
Well, I suppose I will leave you all to your rest then. And he'll
Have a good night.
turn and leave. You can see that Torwin and Moreau, they sort of look to each other and look to all of you, and Moreau will say, is there anything that we can get for the 5 of you? Or would you just like to be alone?
I think we're all just gonna go to bed here shortly. I need to go see Elim. Moreau, I did want to borrow you for a few minutes before you retired, if that's all right.
Of course, my prince.
Merrick, how many charges do you have left on your cloak?
Uno.
May I borrow it?
What are you gonna do with it?
Apparently what I should have done earlier.
Merrick tosses it to her.
She will take it.
My lady, I must insist, please do not go there by yourself. Allow me to accompany you, at least.
Nope, I can move faster on my own.
I can move plenty fast. I am a knight of some mild renown. Me going into that place is not going to be out of the ordinary. Just in case anything happens, I can help. Please.
If you insist.
I do.
Let's go.
Yes. And he'll leave with you, Kaylin. Leaving Edwin, Via, and Xanthi alone again in the room. Edwin. Well, I suppose I'll go back to my room then. Yes. Yeah. Good night. Don't let the big buds bite.
I feel like this room is the coldest room in the entire room.
We have fridge.
Literally.
Very good. Good night. Oh, he slams the door. Merrick, you leave also. Moreau sort of catches you outside of the room as the two of you begin walking down the stairs together as you go to talk to Alim. What did you want to speak with me about?
This will be brief, but you agree that as the King's Hand, once we arrived, we took charge of this mission.
Hmm?
You've been doing your part beautifully, and I do not mean to be critical of that. That said, there was something I told you that it seems like you didn't quite hear me when I said it. And he'll kind of turn to face her directly. I said we're not leaving anyone behind. I understand the gesture. I understand what you were trying to do at Zephyros' tower. But that's not how we're playing this. We've lost too many already.
My prince, and I say this respectfully, I want you to know. I understand. I understand your intention, your meaning. But you, in your life, have always had the aspiration of being a knight. Being a knight is very different from being a soldier. And as a soldier, my prince, I learned to die a long time ago. It's not something I fear. And if it is the difference between the heirs of my kingdom living another day, or all of us dying together, I feel as though it would be treasonous to not do what is my duty. I will never throw my life away stupidly. I promise you that. But if a choice comes, know that I am not afraid to make it.
Your courage, the question of it has never entered my mind. But as I said, you're coming back home with us. I will drag you myself if I have to.
It is heard, your prince. My prince.
It's been a long day.
Yes, it has. And with that, she'll nod one more time and head back to her room if there's nothing else.
Nothing else.
Okay. You head downstairs, and you can see Alim at the bar, and he sort of looks to one of the other individuals up behind the counter and says, "Take over things for me for a bit." "Yes. Boy, I wanted to speak with you if you don't mind. If you could follow me back here."
Of course. Merrick will follow.
It's got a business proposition for you. I can see the weapon you carry on your back, and I think that I might have just the opportunity for a young man such as yourself. And he'll sort of open a door in the back corner of the tavern for you. You step in, shuts the door, and he'll just hug you. "It's good to see you, my boy."
It's good to see you too. And he'll return it.
Look at you. Look at how much you've grown. I mean, gods.
I remember you being much taller.
Yes. Well, I did shrink a bit. A little more hunched, you know.
I'm sure.
So, I hear you've wrapped yourself in with Pirates? Is that it?
Well, I am a Veltaris, what can I say?
Well, if that was just the case, I don't think you'd be here with your siblings. Last I recall, last I heard, well, the 5 of you were at each other's throats. No, except for your eldest brother, seemed to be spreading the good word in foreign countries, last I heard.
A lot's changed since you last heard things, apparently. None of it good.
How's your father?
Bad.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. What have you heard about what's been going on in Solele the past few months?
Well, the past few months, there have been quite a few expeditions out into the unhallowed lands. Quite a few. More than usual these past few months, all trying to head further and further and further north. Most of those expeditions don't return. But it's always the same smell that comes through the door when they want to hire people to go north. And they never come back. Almost never. There was one mercenary who came back. Old Gaspard One Eye. He hasn't left that booth for the few weeks that he's been back.
You haven't heard anything about a cult that's been gaining prominence here?
Cult? No. But I have heard about a man. One I've seen before that, well, cult wouldn't be too far from one I would pin him with. Came in a few months ago.
Who was this man?
Porcelain mask. Covering his face, wore black enameled plate, gold trim, some of the finest armor I've ever seen walk through that door. He smelled of burnt flesh, of sulfur, of hate. I know that for your nose, that's not something you pick up on, but just like fear, you can smell it on someone.
And quick question, because I'm always worried about getting what Ryan knows with what Merrick knows mixed up. I know we had a cutscene where we did see what the Ember Hierophant looked like, but we also kind of got a description that he did wear a porcelain mask, right? Like, we kind of have a rough idea of his visage, not his actual face. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. They call him the Ember Hierophant.
Sounds like the name of a cult leader. And tell me, what does a Solelen cult have to do with the Adarian royalty?
They launched an attack on Skyhaven several months back. Many died.
Your brothers and sisters?
They're all okay.
Good. Didn't know if there were any more added to the list.
Not that I'm aware of.
That's the question, isn't it?
But it was awful. And we weren't ready for it.
I'm sure
we're not going to be caught unaware again. It's part of the reason why we're here.
All right. Well, if you need anything, I'm your man. Anything.
Anything?
There is very little I'll say no to nowadays.
Okay, quick party check-in, because I don't want to cross a line here as like a group, you know. we want another friend along for the ride to see if they can at least provide resources or anything. We good with that?
I
Yeah,
was
man.
assuming that was gonna happen, yeah.
Hey, look, I think it's polite to ask. Like, this is sensitive intel. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to just be like, I am making this decision to deal with it.
Nah, he's good.
But yeah, Merrick will heal him in on what the current plan and objective is and why they are in Solbreuve and what they are going to be doing tomorrow.
Merrick, my boy, when I said anything,
You said anything.
I did. I understand what I said. But you realize that sounds like madness, don't you?
I'm well aware. But if we don't, we need that needle and that piece of dragon that the cult's gonna get. They already have some. The more that they get and we have none, the worse this is going to get. And again, I know you weren't there, but I need you to trust me when I say that what these people are capable of. We do not need them gaining any more power, even if it's by a percentage. Either we get it tomorrow morning or they get it tomorrow night. Those are the options.
All right. I'll help you. As insane as it is, I'll help you. I thought you were going to ask me to help you get to a crypt north of the wall, but that was only the first part, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's only step one. That's the part we're really not super concerned about relative to the part two. We're still worried, don't get me wrong.
Relativity. Hell of a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is.
All right. Well, if that's the case, there's a few things I need to prepare this evening.
I know you said you'd do anything, but if you don't want to do this, I mean, you have a life here. I won't look any less upon you if you don't want to come or help.
I was meant to be here to help you. I never told you the real reason why I left.
I just assumed I'd mastered all your lessons, saying very clearly, jokingly.
Well, you were very close. And seems like you got the rest of the way there. It was the Queen. Not your mother. Princess Octavia's mother. She came to watch one of your lessons one day. You may or may not remember. She spoke to me after. She told me that I had one more week to teach you everything that I could, and then I had to leave. I wasn't banished. But she said one day that a wounded hand would come to my doorstep. And on that day, they would need me, regardless of what it cost me.
So, I don't know much about those Elysians, but what I do know is some of them have a gift for divination. So, I took her on her word, and after so many years, truthfully, I'd forgotten. But I'm here. I'm here to help.
So not having a great relationship with Visions lately, when Elam tells that story and he talks about, like whatever the cost, does Merrick feel like he's hiding details about what the Queen told him
Make an
about
insight
this
check.
vision?
What a polite way
Higher
to
than a
ask.
3! Yes! It's an 8! Total.
Oh God, man, you guys that's rough. I'm so sorry.
Hey, happens.
Bad day for dice. Bad day for dice. As far as you can tell, Merrick, you're not super sure. I mean, maybe he's speaking ominously because he knows more, but it is the nature of visions to be ominous. So you're not sure if he knows more or if he really doesn't. You're just not super sure. One of the things you do know, though, is that he is here to help. He's being genuine about that.
Didn't bother inciting that. I knew that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but no. Merrick will nod. How old was I when you left, anyway?
Let's see. I think 14 or 15. If I recall, it's been almost 10 years.
It was hard after you left. You were one of the really good constants in my life. I think it's why I took to your lessons so well. They were fun. Just good distraction from the things I was worried and scared about.
Well, I owed it to your father to do something. He saved my life.
When did that happen?
God. Back when Edamir was still king. It would have been shortly after he returned, after Elendara. Long may she rest after she passed. I was on the far northern territory of the Highlands of Skyhaven. I was doing some scouting. Some wealthy merchant wanted information about Nornathi raiding parties to avoid getting his caravans pilfered. Well, when I was sending those ravens back to Skyhaven, a group of Nornathi descended down on me. None of the clans, these were rejects, individuals who could only get wealth or fame by raiding other nations, not raiders, not tied to the clans there. They would have cut me down. But I'm not sure if he was on a hunting venture or what. Him and a few other knights of House Falkrest, they descended upon them. They cut down the Nornathi and saved my life. I told your father on that day that if there was anything he ever needed of me, I would do it in a heartbeat. So, from that point, I was the royal tracker of Skyhaven. I would go on hunts with him, and, well, once you came of age, he thought it'd be best if you learned some of the trade. Some of my trade, at least. Your father, he's a good man. He is.
I just wish I understood him better.
I think all children think that of their parents. Things could be worse, though. Your mother didn't try and eat you when you were born.
Yeah.
She didn't, right?
Not that I remember, but it's a lot about my childhood I don't remember.
Well, and I think that is just as good a reason of any to drink. What do you say? He'll pour you a cup. Here you go.
Cheers.
To traumatized childhoods. What do you say?
It downs the drink to that.
Art imitates life. Okay. Perfect. So you drink with Ilim for a little bit longer until eventually you head to bed. Is there anything else you want to do before retiring for the night?
Me specifically?
Mhm.
But I feel bad because I feel like I've been doing a lot of talking. Was considering a via chat if Felicity's up for it, but I also know Kaylin
That's
had a thing. So if we wanna-
crazy. I was considering a Merrick chat.
Well,
Whoa.
Cool.
Yay.
So that is something we will cut back to here in a little bit.
High five.
You can't see it?
I can't. Okay. Anyways.
It's happening. I swear to God.
So-
Okay. I heard it.
We're going to cut back to Kaylin and Torwin as the two of you are making your way towards the Scholars District headed back to the Golden Lion. Kaylin, I'm assuming that you're moving at a pretty quick
She
pace.
wrapped the cloak around her. She has it pulled up over. I mean, she doesn't have charged used yet, but she has the hood up and she's moving pretty quickly. She's kind of shitty, truly, as she kind of. I mean, she's not talking to Torwin. She's just moving quickly to get back.
My lady, please, if I could just, for one moment.
We don't really have time for a conversation.
We have plenty of time for a conversation.
Okay, and what do you want to talk about? We have something to get done.
We do, and in an hour or in an hour and a half, whatever you're hoping to find will still be there.
Great. Good conversation. It's over now.
No, it isn't.
And she turns.
He kind of grabs your arm. Listen,
What?
you're angry right now, and I understand why. What Zephyros said
Oh, you do?
was out of place. Yes, I do. If you just allow me a moment to talk. I have been in tourneys before. Life or death situations where men wanted to hurt me, maim me, kill me. For glory, for honor, for justice that they believed was theirs to claim. In some of those fights, I went into them angry. I went into them frustrated, hoping to hurt someone. In every single one of those fights, I lost my cool. And a lot of the times, led to my own demise in those fights. I'm not telling you to not be angry. Anger can be a great motivator. But before you go into that place trying to be quiet, trying to find information, you need to take a breath. Please. The last thing I want to do is have to cut down whatever guard she has in there trying to fish you out of a room, and then be wanted fugitives in the city.
I'm not helpless. I know what I'm doing.
That's not what I
Your
said.
words are heard. I know what you said. Thanks so much. And she turns to go. Kind of pulls the hood up around her a little tighter.
He follows after. Okay. You make your way to the Golden Lion. Do you go invisible before going in, or...
No.
Okay.
She's allowed. She's a patron. She purchased her room just like anybody else here. She's allowed to go to her room.
So you step in. And as you do, Torwin will step in with you. And Madame Rosalie Beaumont, she smiles, looking from the top terrace. As you return, she walks down and says, "Ah, Lady Garnet, you return. Did you enjoy the amenities within Solbreuve?"
I did. It's beautiful. It's nice to get away for a little bit, but now I'm eager to get away to my bed.
Of course. Of course. And this with you is Sir Torwin Astrolor. It is a great pleasure of mine to make your acquaintance, Madame Beaumont. As I hear you are, well, one of the finest hostess in the city. I caught up with Lady Garnet here within Solbreuve, and she told me about the accommodations you have here, and, well, frankly, I'd love to hear more about this place, this establishment. Maybe share a drink with its fine proprietor. And Torwin's going to make a persuasion check. There's my dice. Well, it seems a drunken night no more, Sir Torwin. Let us see if we can change that, shall we? Madame Garnet, Lady Garnet, please, enjoy your evening. If there's anything, as I said, feel free to ask.
Absolutely, thank you.
And Lady Garnet, thank you for your time.
Have a good night.
It was wonderful getting to know you.
Kaylin smiles, and she turns to go to her room.
So, it seems as though you've heard the most embarrassing and overstated rumors. So Torwin the drunkard, well, it was all a ruse. It was meant to, well, make me seem lesser than. But I used it to my advantage. And any of the tourneys, and he talks to Madame Rosalie as you head upstairs, Kaylin.
She's going to go to her room, close the door. And she is going to then put her cloak. Use the last charge.
Okay. All right. You activate the cloak. You are invisible.
Great. She's going to put her ear to the door to make sure no one is coming. And if there's a keyhole, she's going to look to see that nobody's in the hallway. And then she'll open the door.
Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage, just because looking through the keyhole, you're invisible. You don't need to rush in this moment. You can take your time.
My denomination's of 3 this evening. Oh, with advantage, though, you said.
With advantage, yeah.
My bad.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. $14. Okay. Looking through the keyhole, putting your ear up to the door, you do not see anyone within the room, nor do you hear anyone within Madame Rousseau's private chamber. Or Madame Beaumont's private chamber.
Oh, okay. I found it already?
Yeah, I said that it was, she had pointed out her office, like her private office, was right up the stairs, big double
Right, you
doors,
did.
right
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you got
yeah.
here. Yep.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Well then she's going to... Is it locked?
You test the doorknob. It is not locked. Okay. You slowly open the door, and you slowly go inside. I'd like you to make a stealth check with advantage as you open the door and go inside.
Okay.
All right, dirty 20. So, you move inside, and it seems as though no one notices your entry.
Great. She's trying to move quietly but quickly. So she's going to immediately go over to her desk and see if there's any paperwork on recent visitors within the last week, and then any like notes on their departure, where they went, specifically looking for just any mention of a pirate crew, or just like any names that kind of pique your curiosity.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check here. Kind of going through things a little slowly because you don't want to make too much noise. Okay. 10. Looking through the various cabinets and drawers throughout the desk and the items on top of the desk, you flip through a couple of journals, a couple of sheets of paper that have notes written on them. Initially, nothing of too much interest, just noting down transactions, guests that had stayed, information she had learned from these guests. None seeming of any interest to you. However, as you open one of the drawers and you begin to sort of feel in them looking for anything, you find some pens, you find a couple of ink cartridges, and you find a small journal at the very back of one of the drawers. Take it and you open it and you begin to flip through it. And as you're reading through it, it seems to be a very specific date and time for guests that have stayed here overnight or guests that have come in, and what they wanted or what they desired. Some of the entries are rather grotesque, truthfully. It seems as though the proprietor of this house, Madame Beaumont, she does get most of what people want. So you flip past those entries until eventually you find an entry dedicated to a Captain Roquette. She was staying in this inn for about a week with her crew. What food items they had consumed in the time, the 7 of them that were there, and what they were looking for. And on the notation here, it says that they were indeed searching for a group of individuals matching the description of you and your siblings. Well, of you, Edwin, and Xanthi. I should say. Not all 5 of you. As they believe that they are stranded in Solele, and with information they have received from their employer, these individuals would earn them quite the pretty penny should they retrieve them and deliver them to, well, their contact within the city, which you can see that written underneath that. She sort of in a small subscript writes Zaid Ibn, the Link Master. Flipping through a couple more pages, you can tell there's a lot of good information in here, and you're not sure if you're going to have all the time in the world to check it now, as you can hear Torwin moving up the stairs. You can hear him talking very loudly. And then, at the Battle of the Two Rivers, I tell you, it was marvelous. It was marvelous, Lady Belmont. You would not believe. There were so many knights that I saw just going and running away, getting out of there, because the enemy was charging so close. But I stood my ground. And you can hear them getting closer and closer to the door. There's probably more information, but do you take the book with you? Do you continue to read and risk her coming into the office while you're in here?
Nope. I will put the book back.
Okay.
However, is there
I
any
will
other,
say,
like, item?
As you're flipping through those last pages, just to give you, you flip through a couple more, you do see what looks to be one entry as you prepare to shut it. That seems to be the title says of the individual staying in the room, Aurelius, question mark.
Okay, well, I'll take the book.
You take it?
Yep, sure do.
Okay.
And I'll leave.
All right. As you go to put your hand on the doorknob, you can see the door open. And you can see Madame Beaumont. She is sort of back to the door as she's opened it, talking to Sir Torwin, saying, yes, of course, Sir Torwin. Yes, that is very, very interesting. As the door is open, as she's standing in front of it, trying to break away from this conversation.
Is there not room for me to slip through them?
There is. There's room. It's tight squeeze, though.
Does this room... Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to get an idea. Is this room
Yeah.
like an office, or is this like her room where she sleeps?
It is an office.
How long does invisibility last? Do I know?
An hour.
That's awkward. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna try to squeeze past.
Okay. All right. Because you're invisible, because Torwin... Well, let me make one more persuasion check, see how enraptured she is. Okay. She's definitely getting a little fed up. I will have you make a... we'll say a dexterity saving throw. As you try and slide past her. Okay, all right. 21. You are able to, in this, you suck in everything everywhere and just inhale and like shimmy past her, past the door. And you walk out. She doesn't seem to notice you. Do you...
As I walk out, I am going to briefly just kind of touch Torwin on the shoulder.
My goodness, lady, Madam, I am so sorry. I have a tendency to be a little loquacious when it comes to my regaling the stories of knighthood I have. I am so sorry. Please, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I think that I need to take a walk, to walk up some of this wine before I return to your fine establishment for the night. Thank you so much for listening, and please, have a restful night. You as well, Sir Torwin. And she'll nod, and she'll head into her office and shut the door. And he'll head downstairs, and I'm assuming the two of you walk out?
Oh, we sure do. We walk out at a furious pace.
Okay. He kind of walks it slowly, not really knowing. What a beautiful evening.
Let's go.
All right.
In his ear.
Okay. Oh. Creepy. All right, let's go. So? Was it worth
Not
it?
here. Not here.
All right.
And we're gonna go back to our tavern.
Okay. All righty. You go back to your tavern.
Okay. We're gonna go find a space where no one can see us. Probably our bedroom.
Okay. So
And
Xanthi
then
and
I assume by this point the cloak is worn off.
yes, it has. Yeah, it would have worn off halfway on your walk to here.
Mm-hmm. You would have found a spot to let that happen at.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's in here yet, just because I know that there was a conversation that was going to be happening whilst we were gone. But Kaylin is going to open to the last page with Torwin next to her so they can look at it together.
Yeah. Wait. You stole this?
Yeah, why not? I didn't have time to read it.
Fair? Fair?
And it's not like she knows it was me. She didn't even see my actual face. So I think it's fine.
point. All right. And as you look through it, you can see the information on Roquette, some other merchants, some other high-ranking, archaeologists who have done delves into the crypts and the information that they found. But then you go back to the page that you had been at before. Aurelius. There's not much written here. There are a few notes in shorthand. The notes state that he came what would have been a month ago. He asked several questions of her to be on the lookout for a group of individuals matching all of your descriptions, and that these eyes should specifically be tracking them or trying to find them through the pass or outside of Solbreuve, not within Solbreuve. Also, if there are any blades of Zandoria that arrive. You flip a couple more pages, and more recently, there is another entry to a man that has no name, but it just says the Shepherd. Apparently, he came and he paid for the lodgings for Roquette and her crew. And it is strange. He gave the names of several individuals. Zaid Ibn, the Link Master, as well as Lady Celine Montclair, which is the senior advisor to the current Sun Emperor of Solele. Two individuals that you know were at the Gilded Chrysalis. He wanted information on those two specifically when he arrived.
The Shepherd did.
The Shepherd did, yeah.
Clear.
And I would say that is... Let me double check one thing. Yes, that is the last thing that you find.
Okay.
Irrelevant to your
Yeah.
mission.
Yeah. And she would, before heading off to bed, she would make sure everybody was aware of the information that she found. Just to kind of get everybody on the same page with the kind of confirmation now the Shepherd's involvement when, how, he's really just setting them up for success and who he's interested in. So, she would share that with everyone before, wherever Zephyros is, that's who she will inform last.
Mm-hmm.
So
Zephyros
she's not even going to
he bought his own room.
Good. Great. Knock, knock, knock.
Yes.
Open the door.
He gets up, takes his time, opens the door. Yes.
She throws the book at him. There you go. Have a great night. And she's gonna walk away.
He doesn't snark back. He doesn't say anything. He just picks up the book and he reads it. He doesn't return it.
Great. Caitlin's going to bed.
All right. So all of you receive that information. Caitlin, you head to your room and you head to bed. However, we will go ahead and cut back now to Merrick and Octavia. You just finished hearing that information from Caitlin and she heads off to sleep. However, the two of you internalizing that, you sort of go your separate ways, but then later in the night reconvene as both of you seem to want to speak with each other.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know where they would chat privately because we don't share a room. Maybe they just like take a walk or something. I don't know. What do you think?
We'd ask Edwin politely to leave the room.
Imagine! Oh, I feel
Fine,
bad.
fine. Yes, please, please, help yourself, help yourself. His nightcap is on. Please. I wasn't trying to sleep at all. No,
Thanks for
don't,
understanding.
no,
Well.
no, don't stop.
I like that Edwin has a nightcap and like the full-legged gown and has
He
the little
definitely does.
candle.
The candle, he's
Yeah,
definitely
little candlestick.
a young
Scrooge look.
Scrooge,
That's
yeah.
definitely him.
Please, no one stop me. I'm happy to accommodate my siblings.
Why do you have a candle? You can cast light.
It is none of your concern what I do with candles. All right?
Fair enough. Must be a Palor thing.
Ugh! And he walks out. Thorn, like, looks to the two. Should I leave too?
Glances to Via.
Maybe Thorn. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll go see if Torwin and Captain Moreau want to spend time with me. Edwin, I think, is a little angry.
Yeah.
They leave. All right. Two of you are left alone.
I'm feeling not confused, but annoyed and stuck about everything. If you know what I mean.
Not particularly, but what do you mean? Like about what? What are you annoyed and stuck on?
Everything with the severing needle. I don't think it's fair if I take away something from Xanthi, or that I'm the only one of the three of us who made a stupid decision that gets to live. I don't feel okay about that.
I get that. What do you... You see Eric like is thinking really hard about like trying to figure out how he wants to phrase this. What do you... So what do you want to do, or are you asking for advice?
I don't
Sorry, I'm
know
just-
what I'm looking for. I think I just really need to talk to somebody who's not going to yell at me. Don't yell at me, please.
Have I ever yelled at you?
You pulled my hair a few times when we were younger, but I guess didn't.
That's...
I lose my voice. I guess you didn't yell.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, we were kids.
Still. I mean... Okay, there'll be no yelling. Promise that right out of the gate, right? I can't promise you'll like what I want to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway, if that's okay.
Sure.
I understand guilt. Yeah, I genuinely really get that. I've been feeling it a lot lately myself. You know, just... It really bothers me just when I think back to Skyhaven and all the the Crown Guards and the Adarian Watch that just died to protect us. Like, I know it's their duty, but it really, really bothers me.
Me too.
And so the fact that you're feeling this for your friends who you've known for years, who have been your best friends at that school, especially when, you know, I couldn't be there, I get that. I really, really do. But you being in more danger does not put them in less danger.
No, I just don't think only one of us gets to live.
I don't think that we give up on trying to find ways to help them. If anything, the whole point of the ritual is that they're taking essence from you and your friends to fuel whatever it is they're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to put it very, very simply. I think using the severing needle on you actually buys us more time to find ways to help Poppy and Isadora. Because they're losing out on a third of what they're taking energy from.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And okay, we can just be honest, right?
Yeah, if there's anybody you
Okay.
can be honest with, it's me.
I know, you have a lot going on. I'm just trying not to make it worse, but
We all have a lot going on. It's okay.
I know.
We can't hide stuff.
I really need you to be okay. Sorry, it's not that I don't care about your friends via, but I do care about you a lot more, and I promise I'll do everything I can to help them. But if we use this needle on you, and I just know that this cult isn't going to just draw all your energy away until you're dead, that's going to really, really help me out. Because I am struggling, Via, to get through all of this. And it would really help me out a lot if I knew that just at least this was one less thing we had to worry about.
Okay. That gives me actually a lot of clarity.
In a good way?
Well, at least it makes me feel less selfish if we use the needle on me. I don't want to disappoint anybody anymore, and it feels like that's all I've been doing, and I'm so tired of feeling lost and lied to, and then all the mistakes I've made, and just if that would give you peace and I know I can help you, then yeah, that's it. That's all I need.
It would mean so much to me to know that, yeah, I know this cult's going to keep being a threat. I know they're going to continue to be a problem, but if this means that they have their hooks not in you anymore, God, that would help me so much. And again, I really do mean it, Via. I don't know how the magic works. I'm hoping this helps Poppy and Isadora too, but I think we're the best chance that we have for whoever doesn't use the severing needle. And I promise, I don't know what the answer is, but I'll help you find it.
Thank you. I want to help them, but I fear that there isn't a way to help them. And then in that case, I might need your support to help me help them in a much harder way. I don't know if you're picking up on what I mean.
I thought I was, and now I'm not certain I do. Sorry, Merrick doesn't laugh. That was Ryan laughing.
Yeah, no, I get you. I don't want them to be a piece of this. And it's I don't know, maybe I don't have the right to decide if they live or die, but in another way, isn't it cruel just to let me, or have me let them just live out until they get used up, until they shrivel up and become nothing?
I see what you're saying.
And I don't know how much time we have. Like you said, I didn't even think about using the severing needle for me to buy them time for a solution. I didn't think about that. But
I mean, again, when it comes to magic, you far outscale anything I know, but just logically that makes sense to me. If they're losing a source, it would take longer.
now that I have this circlet, I could try and read the book a little bit more, because Zephyros, while he could tell it to us straight, I can't get him, I don't think I'd be able to get him to just sit down with me and be like, oh, here's everything and let's analyze it and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I'll take some time to try and figure that out. But if the time comes where we're running out of time, I will need your help to take care of them, okay?
You know I'll do whatever you need me to do, Via.
And same to you. But I'll only use the severing needle if that is genuinely something that'll make you feel better, because I need you to be okay too.
It would help a lot. I know your life will still be in danger, but I can fight people with swords and magic and claws. What you're dealing with right now, I can't help you with. And this needle can. The rest I'll face with you as bravely as I can. But it would mean everything to me.
That's all I need to know. But you've been carrying so much. Is there anything else I can do to help you?
There really is. And I know you probably don't want to do it, but it would really help. It doesn't need to be a big thing. And it can be a lot of small things over a period of time. I'm not going to make you do anything, but could you try to spend a little time with Thorn and talk to her?
Yeah. I think I'm ready to do that.
I understand the hesitation, but she's scared too, Via. And unlike you, she doesn't have her siblings with her. She thinks that if anything happens to me, she's scared that the rest of you would just let her die.
And I mean, I hate to say it, but like I said earlier, if we can't be honest with each other, then who can we be honest with, right? I do think there was a time, not out of joy, but because of my own fear and not understanding, and definitely lack of understanding of what I had gotten myself into. There was a time where I couldn't say that I wouldn't have let that happen. But I feel like I'm coming around, mostly because starting to understand that I was putting my own guilty feelings on her and letting her be what I pushed my hatred towards rather than myself. It was just easier that way.
I get that. It's always easier to blame someone else than just to look at yourself sometimes. I get that.
And I'm really sorry, Merritt, because that's not fair to her and definitely not to you. Because she's definitely proven to not be the thing that we fear. Or at least I fear.
Thanks, Wisp. And like I said, it doesn't need to be something huge. Just if you'd start at least, I think it would mean a lot to both of us.
It's the least I can do at this point. I'm ready, so ready, just for things to not be my goddamn fault anymore. So if I can help people, then I'm gonna help.
One last thing before we head to bed, because I know we have to get up really, really early.
Yeah.
I know Zephyros is smart and very knowledgeable, but he was wrong about, I don't remember how he phrased it, but every blow landed upon Falcrest in the past year since you've done this ritual was your fault. He said something along those lines, right?
Yeah.
That's just not true.
I don't know how you would know that, but I appreciate you trying to give me some sort of comfort.
This cult's been waiting for their time to strike for years, Via. They've been preparing for this for a long time, long before you found that book. Long before you started that ritual. These are people that attacked with blades in the dark, who are waiting for an opportunity. This is what they've wanted. It is not your fault that that's what they wanted.
She'll give a half smile at that. Well, like you said,
just
we
saying.
do gotta. No, I appreciate your words. We do gotta get to sleep, but I'll go get Thorn for you, okay?
Thank you.
And she'll go to find Thorn. Where did Thorn end up? She went to
Torwin
Moreau
and
and,
Moreau's room.
Okay. Yeah, she'll knock on the door.
Who is it?
It's me, or Via.
Come in. The door's unlocked.
Okay. She opens it, just kind of peeking through. I'm just here to get Thorn so she can go to bed with Merrick.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
And as she comes out the room, Via will shut the door and kind of get down on her knees to kind of be like at level with Thorn. Hi, I don't know if I've officially like introduced myself to you. Really. But I'm Via. And she'll look to the ground to her right, and Fiddle will be there. And this is Fiddle. And thank you for being so kind and good to Merrick. It means a lot.
I know that you know this already. But I want you to know that I don't judge you at all for what you wanted to do before I came out of the egg. I'm happy that it didn't go that way, but I want you to know that I want to try and be better than the other ones. And it really means a lot to me that you'd finally say something.
I'm sorry about that. I was just really scared. And that sounds really fucked up to justify that with.
It's different. When I was in that egg, I was read so many stories about so many heroes and so many histories about Adaria, and I learned about the dragon's triarchy. And I get it. I do. I think that if I were an Adarian prince or princess and it was my choice, I don't know if I would take the risk. You know?
Well, I'm glad we had people like Merrick who were willing to take it.
And I'm glad that there's people like you that can at least start to try and make a change.
Well, if you need a friend to lean on that's not Merrick, I hope you will feel comfortable coming to me. And I'm excited to get to know you better.
Well, I appreciate it, but I think that you and me know about the same amount about me.
That's really true.
Yeah. But
Oh, well, maybe I can show you things that I enjoy, because, like, you know, you probably know a lot about what Merrick enjoys, and I don't know how much you guys have in common, but then I, can, like, give you some books that I used to read growing up and things that, I mean, do you think you would like to read for fun?
oh, yes. I loved hearing stories, and I've been trying to read. It's hard, but the common tongue is difficult. Zephyros, he
Grumpy Pants alert.
he showed me a couple of books written in Draconic. And that was really easy to read.
That makes sense.
He told me he might be able to teach me how to read like he does.
That would be great. And maybe I can, even though Zephyros kind of scares me, maybe I could learn with you guys.
I think he's mean, that's for sure. But I don't know if it's because we share that blood or if I'm just learning how to read people better. But I don't know if he's entirely just angry at you all. I don't know. I just feel like he's kind of mad in general.
I guess that maybe he's earned it. I know I'm still mad about a few things, so. But I'm still a little scared of him.
That's okay. The two of us together, we could probably take him, right?
No, honey.
No.
Yeah, he's got a lot of years of training on us, but I like the energy.
Okay, yeah. So then we just gotta keep that energy when we go in the room with him.
Yep. Confidence, right? Ha ha ha. I have so much of it.
He can't scare us.
He can, and he has.
Could you two please keep it down in the hallway?
Via like grabs onto the word in fear. Okay, let's just go to bed now.
Oh, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, all right.
All right. So
Hilarious.
You two head off to bed. All right. So.
Also, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're good. So, as all of you prepare for bed, is there anything else anybody wanted to do either this evening or tomorrow morning before heading to that northmost gate to head to the unhallowed grounds?
I am all good. I get my cloak back from Kaylin, but otherwise I'm good.
Yep. There's no charges on it, buddy. Sorry about that.
I'm aware. I used 2 of them, so I'm not blaming you for that.
I am good.
Novia doesn't have anything. Xanthi?
I'm good.
All right. So with that, all of you head to sleep. You get your rest. You wake up bright and early. You saddle your horses, and the 5 of you, plus Torwin, Captain Moreau, and Alim, saddle up and prepare to head north in search of this tomb, and in some great hope to break into the vault, to steal the Severing Needle and the phylactery piece before the cult gets there. Now, what is going to be standing in your way? Well, that is something that we are going to have to figure out next week, as that's where we're going to go in tonight's session. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Great time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We will be back next week at our regularly scheduled time from on Saturday from 5 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. Yes, that is it. That's the one. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.